Hey, so how's your memorization skills? Uh, like, have any problems just starting and suddenly, oh, nope, that's all I remember? Or you're playing, you space out a little bit, and oh, whoop, where was I? So, memorization comes to some people really easily, and others it doesn't. And that's okay. I've got some tips for you because I've had to go through all that. So, um, the very first one, my favorite method. It This is by far the best method that works for me. That being said, all of these methods should be used together. So, this first method, starting from the very last measure, go back one measure at a time, playing the music, making sure you're playing everything correctly, every last detail. How loud is it? What is the articulation? What is the slur? What notes? Everything. Slowly, too. Um, and like starting from the end, you'll be a lot more familiar as you're going through the piece rather than starting with it like, yeah, I know what this forgot. I haven't played this part as much. That's what used to happen to me all the time was I would start at the beginning of a piece and force the memory to the end. No. That doesn't work so well for me. It's good for memorizing the beginning, but then you lose the rest. um, but moving on, listen to your favorite recording of the music on repeat for as long as you can. Stand it. um, Also, sing the music to yourself. Once you can sing it to yourself, like with your voice or in your head, either way, you have the music internalized and will always know what's coming next. So even if you do space out, you can like listen to what you're doing and continue with where you were, hopefully. Again, put all of these methods together. So listen and sing. Both of those are helping you to get what the entirety of the piece is, working through it. And then also play the music in your head, um, different from singing to yourself. What I mean by this is I want you, and it really helps, to uh, imagine physically that you are playing the music. Um, that kind of activates your muscle memory. You're not physically doing it, but you're mentally going through the physical feeling of it. And that's a really good way of focusing on imagining the movements of your body, so that you have that muscle memory will kick in. Um, Still takes practice. This is maybe one of those force it kind of things, uh, but it depends on the person. Copy the music by hand. Um, so, like looking at the music, copy it, and then try to do that from memory. Um, so you'll be able to imagine the score in your head. Know the form of the music. This is similar, but this is more like analyzation kind of stuff. Memorize in sections and groups. So, like Sonata Allegro form, you memorize the first, like even breaking down the form of Sonata Allegro, ex, yeah, exposition, development, recapitulation. Okay, so even in that, you want to break it down to exposition, theme A, theme B, and then development, like one cadence, another cadence, and another cadence, however many sections there are in the development. Um, and then hallelujah, recapitulation, usually like of course, you've got to figure out the difference sometimes, but you've already memorized the music. Ha! Also, use memory chunking. So this is what I'm talking about, memory chunking. We're taking this big, huge thing and we're putting it into little sections, little bite-sized pieces, and not just trying to stuff our face with too much. So memory chunking, like we do with phone numbers. We don't memorize 720-142-5052. We memorize 720-142-5052. Okay, even 5052. So the more that you can condense that group into a recognizable bite-sized chunk, the easier the memory will be. And finally, make associations. Think of a story for the music. I love doing this. This is another one of my favorite things. It at least helps me keep things in progress, and it helps a lot with the expression. So make associations. Think of a story for the music, and or assign a color to a section or a person or a vegetable. Anything, really. So whatever works for you, okay? Whatever it makes you think of. So yeah, use all of these together. Tell me what your favorite one is.